Live your life within the moment. And don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over.
Hi, welcome back to Disney with the Gregorys.
Hi, welcome. So, this video we're going to do our little review of where we stayed back in February now, in Cheyenne.
Or Cheyenne. Cheyenne.
Yeah, Cheyenne.
We're not sure.
I say Cheyenne.
I know. I'm worried it might be Cheyenne and we're just not saying it right, but never mind. I'm sure everyone calls it different things.
Yeah. So, you've got a list. Actually.
Yeah, I've got
I don't
a
know
list.
what's first.
I've got a list and I've got my bullet
Can't
points. So, you know, we'll see if I can follow them this time. So like as Simon said, we went in February and we went with Simon's mum, Simon's sister, her boyfriend and our nephew, and Simon's brother and his fiance and our other nephew were also there. So we all stayed at Cheyenne and it was a really good holiday, wasn't it?
It was a good holiday, yeah. You should have seen those vlogs. If not, they're out on the channel now, so check them out.
Yeah, we'll link the playlist. They're all gone. They're all out now. Yeah. So there's like a haul, the videos, and then we're now doing our review.
Yes.
So how much did we pay, Simon?
Well,
that's the next question.
I do have the answer to that. So this was.
We better say we went for 3 nights, didn't we?
Yeah, 3 nights. Hotel Cheyenne, as we said about 3 times already. So just a hotel stay. This is me, Becky and my mum.
Yeah, we all shared a room.
So this is just our booking, not including my brother and sister. So we paid €572.
Yeah, which I don't think is that bad for 3 nights.
No, well, yes and no. It's February.
So it tends to.
But
well, it's not off because of half term.
No, we went before.
Oh, was it? It wasn't French holiday. Oh no, it was really quiet actually. It was really quiet. So yeah, it was. I mean, we're finding that the hotels are more expensive than they used to be, but I don't think it's always too bad compared to some of the prices that we've been given.
No, that's okay. I mean,
shorter holidays.
Don't get me wrong. It is usually what, £800 if you're looking just in Disney or something. Sometimes, so or 900. Well, maybe even around £1,000 mark come summertime. So.
And we also paid for breakfast. So
we did.
When you book, it doesn't come with breakfast anymore. You have to pay extra. So I believe if you're booking on like the Disneyland Paris website, it'll give you the option to add it. When you're adding through Trivago, when you're ordering, no, not when you're ordering.
Take 2.
Sorry. When you are, what do you do with a holiday? Book holiday. When you're booking with someone like through Trivago, like Booking.com, Expedia, I'm not sure. Does it give you the option? It must give you the option to book the breakfast as well there as well.
I think so, yeah, because it lists the rooms individually on Trivago, if I remember right. So
Maybe
it
we'll
has
put in a little
like
screenshot.
like a single room without breakfast, and sometimes cancellations more or less. I don't know if Disney hotels are or not, but some other ones are. You know, cancellation you had £50 or something sometimes, and I think you can then go down, have the same double room, but with breakfast. You know.
And how much was
whatever
breakfast?
it be. So breakfast on its own for 3 people, it's a little pricey. There's €193.
So what does that? What does it say? What that works at? So what's it? 100 and what?
93.
193.
Yeah.
Times divided by 3. Divided by 3. So that's about €21.50.
Yeah, because it was
each.
44 cents, so it probably round up to about that.
So it was about €22, say per person per day. We don't normally pay for that. We did it because we kind of went as a family.
Yeah.
We just thought it would be easier that everyone gets to eat. There's more of a variety of food, and it just makes it a little bit easier, doesn't it? And then you can go in the park. You're all full of breakfast. You don't have to stop again. Whereas when we do go on our own, we tend to just kind of take something or grab something in the park.
Yeah, it's not. I'm in 2 minds with it. It is expensive,
But you
but
did
it was
say
so
you'd do
convenient.
it again.
Yeah, but just rereading how much it was. I'm like,
I know.
Okay. But
The thing is,
it did feel worth it at the time, so I can't complain.
We'll also insert a video now of like a bit of a quick tour around the breakfast, because the breakfast that used to be included, which we thought it still was.
Yeah, as we're talking.
Yeah.
I'll make it longer.
So so the breakfast that used to get included was just sort of cold meats, rolls, I think there was some croissants and pain au chocolat, cereals, cheese, coffee, tea, juice, and I don't think, maybe toast?
Yeah, I think there was always toast, the little machines.
And we were like, we're not going to pay €22 per person for that, that's ridiculous. But then we actually saw someone else's video on sort of a tour of the breakfast and realised that there's so much more to offer now. So there was hot food, like scrambled egg, bacon, sausages, beans, and then there was so much cereal, loads of sort of, pastries, cakes.
Yeah, a lot more choice.
A pancake making station.
Yeah.
So I think because of that, it's worth the money.
I think so, and purely it's the convenience of it being there. It was so much easier.
But if you're going on a budget holiday, then there are other options that are obviously going to be much more cost effective.
Possibly. It's a 50, something you'll have to weigh up. Definitely a 50-50, I would say, because if you've got kids, that could easily fill them up. And I know that you're not meant to, but people did still take the odd roll out as a snack. Or a bit of the brioche. Cake thing. Was it the Mickey head?
Oh yeah. Well, there was little Mickey waffles and little
little
cakes,
cake bit,
with a Mickey in the middle, wasn't there? I always think it's like a spongy cake, kind of. But also Harley didn't pay because he's under 3, so kids under 3 don't pay, but they still get to eat. So if you've got young kids as well, remember they don't have to pay for breakfast. It's only anyone 3 and above.
Unfortunately, it's not a kid's price. It's you're over 3. It's €22 each.
Yeah, no matter what.
So obviously they're not going to eat much, so they make a bit of money on the kids.
Yeah. So next we have
quickly. So all in all, with taxes, we paid €781.32, just so that you get the whole price.
Our holiday was well worth every penny.
It was good. I can't.
Obviously, that didn't include our tickets because we have annual passes. So just to keep that in mind for anyone watching, we've got infinity passes. So we and actually,
though the price wasn't any cheaper online with just the hotel.
Yeah.
Again, like the infinity pass is known for lately.
Yeah, and remember, if you've got an annual pass, you don't have to book your days on the annual pass app. No. You get allocated your days, so you they say that you use the magic pass that you get given, although that never works for us. We always just scan our annual passes and it works. Yeah. But you don't have to book your days, so again that's easier when we're going for a longer holiday that's over the 3 days, so we don't have to worry about, are we going to get in for that 4th day? There's no kind of risk involved. So Cheyenne, I'm just going to go with Cheyenne, is a 3-star resort, and it's Wild West and Toy Story themed. So that's one of the reasons why we picked it, because the kids really like Toy Story. I know that Bo prefers Cars, but I think that when it got crazy pricing.
My brother needed to, Bo's my brother's son, they wanted to stay there because they'd stayed at Cheyenne before previously. But it jumped up.
It was
literally
more than Sequoia Lodge and stuff,
yeah,
wasn't it?
because they had to order tickets. It went to £1,200 from $850, wasn't it?
Yeah,
they were looking a few days before, just waiting for a payday like it always is.
It's always
and
the way.
It skyrocketed. So Cheyenne was still about $850, £900 or something. Gone up a little bit. Yeah. So that's how much they paid. That's without breakfast, but with tickets. Oh no, they didn't pay breakfast.
No, they didn't. No, because they'd also booked to do the character dining breakfast, so it kind of didn't make sense because you'd be paying for 2 breakfasts for 1 day. So, it's a 3-star resort. It's Wild West themed, and Disney say it's the perfect place to kick off your boots and reach for the sky. and we love it. And we'll insert actually a tour of the room, because you did a tour of the room, didn't you?
Yeah,
a quick video.
A quick pan round.
We were in a room that had 2 double beds, whereas Lauren and Bevan, they had a room with 1 double bed, and I think they call it like a trundle bed.
Yeah.
So we've stayed in one of those rooms before, and we just used it as a bit of a sofa, didn't we? So yeah, there's 2 different types of rooms. There's also options to stay, and let me just get this right. There's standard rooms, riverside rooms, and rooms near the hotel facilities. So it's different kind of pricing, but I would say we've stayed in a riverside room before, and it wasn't really. I mean, yeah, it's near the river, but it's not really that too much further away than the other rooms.
See it really, but what are you looking at?
It's Santa Fe. And then we stayed in one of the ones, I think it was more nearer the facilities. But your sister was a bit further away. But really, how much would you say the walk from there back to the...
Yeah,
they were from the furthest point, I guess, the closest to the park of the hotel.
Yeah.
But from that point to walk to breakfast, it's not, 5 minutes?
If that, yeah.
So even if you're really not near the facilities... It's not a long walk, so don't worry that you're going to be trekking for 10-15 minutes to get to breakfast. And we've always
been really lucky that we've never stayed at, the top half of the resort.
Yeah.
So I'll put a little map to show you exactly where I'm on about. I'll just circle. We've always stayed on the lower part. Yeah. And maybe right opposite the bar at one time, but never the top end. It's a few minutes walk, but when you're walking back from the park late at night with your kids' tired, that extra few minutes is, it seems a long way.
And also just a note that if you do have a room with a double bed and a trundle bed, the duvet and all the pillows and things are under the cover that's on the bed.
Yes.
So we didn't realise that, and Lauren was like, where is the duvet? But there's like actually a cover over it, so you peel the cover off and then it's made up as a bed. So just a little tip there. So it also says that it's a 20-minute walk to the park, which I think is quite accurate. Obviously,
and that's a casual pace.
Yeah, not like rushing.
No.
Because you do walk round, along the river, around the lake, through the village, and then to the park entrance. When you walk from the hotel, there's only a small security station at the entrance of the village, so you don't have to go to the big security gates by the train station. So that's often quicker. If you get the bus, there's also the shuttle bus that you can catch, but then you do also have to go through the bigger security. So
which they do usually move
and it
quite
depends.
quick.
Yeah, it just depends how busy it is.
My brother got the bus all the time, really, didn't he? I don't think he ever walked, and they always got the shuttle rather. They preferred that. They said it was a little quicker. Maybe it is
it wakes
for
me
5
up a bit
minutes.
in the morning.
Well, that's what I like. Yeah, I was just going to go on to say I like the walk though. I like going along the river, going through the village. It's always just a nice atmosphere.
Well, we stopped to see the ducks and the fish in the river, and
yeah, if you do that, it could take half an hour to get to the park.
So 20-minute walk, and there's a free shuttle bus. And then the facilities at the hotel, like we said, we'll show you the video of the breakfast, we'll show you a bit of a room tour, but you can also meet Jessie and Woody every morning for photos. And it wasn't very busy, was it? Like the lines weren't very long.
No, not at all.
There was a proper photo pass photographer as well.
Yeah.
So if you've got a photo pass, then they're quite often have the photo pass photographer there, but you can take your own photos and videos as well, and we'll insert a little clip of that as well, won't we? But we didn't, I don't know, did we even queue more than 10 minutes?
I don't think so. I never saw them.
I mean, we're a bit longer because we tend to go in a bit of a bigger group, and then kind of have like a picture of like me and Simon, and then like we had
people
a picture all of us together.
Behind get annoyed, I expect.
It's the same as if we all went in separately, but we just want one picture together at the end, don't we? So there is also at the Hotel Cheyenne the general store, which is basically the shop, which we've also got a video on, haven't we? So we'll link that below. And
do you really like that store?
Yeah. How would you rate it out of the other kind of stores?
Well, I've never been
at resorts.
this is really bad. I've never been in Newport Bay, so
No, we've never been in the doors of Newport Bay.
no. So I can't really judge that one. But I'm trying to remember Santa Fe. Have they got a shop?
Yeah, they have. It's again by the Starbucks.
By the Starbucks, yeah. It's one of the best for sure, I think. Obviously you got Disneyland Hotel when that's open. That's always really good.
Smoothing.
You can have some exclusive things in there sometimes. But otherwise, I think my top two shops are definitely Cheyenne and Sequoia Lodge. They're both quite large. I have a good choice, and are well themed. So yeah, definitely. I say I haven't been in Newport, and Marvel is very small.
Yeah, that is really small shop.
And obviously that is purely Marvel
Cheyenne
stuff,
is
which
a
you
big
can only
shop.
get a few things in there, so it's
David
good to check it
Crockett's
out.
a good shop though.
Yeah. Oh, that's the... Hold on,
Doorbell.
there's a doorbell.
Hold
Forgot,
on.
so hello, Fred. Right, sorry about that. That was DPD.
What I was saying now.
No, I've completely forgotten.
David Crockett's a good shop.
Oh yes, yes it is. I agree. That's another. That's a really big shop, and obviously you've got food and drink and things in there.
I think the difference is from what I remember, because we stayed at Santa Fe probably like the last time was maybe 3 years ago.
Less than that.
What was it?
Yeah.
I think that Cheyenne and Davy Crockett, sorry, Cheyenne and Davy Crockett are a little bit more of a varied store. I remember Santa Fe being very, very cars themed and not much else.
Yeah, like the Marvel shop is purely Marvel in there.
I guess so, yeah.
But as I did say before the doorbell went, that it was you can get some exclusive things. We saw someone on a recent
a spirit
vlog.
jersey.
Yeah, there's a spirit jersey in there that was only in that shop, and it's really nice. And I'm a bit annoyed I didn't see it. You know.
Well, yes. That's always the way though, isn't it? You always miss something, but then maybe we got something that they didn't, so you never know. But yeah, so we really like the shop, and it also has, it doesn't have like food or anything like David Crockett, because obviously there's no self-service, there's no like, cooking facilities, but it did have, like cold drinks, wine.
Yes.
I think there was beer as well, and then, there was just a variety of like homeware, kids' clothes, toys, adults, hats, gloves, scarves that you always need, plushes and all sorts of bits and pieces. Also, another thing I was just thinking about facilities that I didn't write down is there's actually laundry facilities.
Yeah, there is.
So there's a little laundrette on site, so if you were going for a longer holiday and had kids and stuff and needed to wash some things, there's also a laundrette.
Yes.
So we'll show that on the map as well.
Handy. A few vending machines in there as well.
Yeah, good for a late night snack. Chuckwagon Cafe, so that's where you eat breakfast and dinner. We actually haven't ever had dinner there, have we? But it's an all-you-can-eat.
Oh, is it?
It is an all-you-can-eat, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it is €40 for an adult and €22 for a child. And you get a free cold drink or water for adults and a free water, Minute Maid, orange or apple or milk for children. And children are aged 3 to 11. So under 3, I guess you don't pay again.
No, it's all free.
And then 12 and above, or maybe it's 11 above actually.
Yeah.
Not sure if it's 11 or 12 and above you pay, and it'll be the adults price, and it is from 6 till 10:30 in the evening as dinner.
Okay, that's not bad. I just think
it's my informative piece
yeah,
for
I'm
you.
just adding it up in my head. Obviously, if you're a family going,
Yes, I
having the
suppose
breakfast
so.
and the dinner there,
If you had two adults and two
to make
children,
it simple,
it's 80.
it's expensive.
Yeah, it's €124.
I'm trying to work out if you could do it cheap in the park, which I would say you probably can.
Yeah, well.
So if it's right to have a one-off meal there, not do everything all the time.
I mean, obviously you can do what you want. Yeah, it
I'm
might
not
get
saying.
expensive. It might get expensive, but we did see a little bit of the Davy Crockett food, and that looked really nice.
Yeah.
So we've been to the Sequoia Lodge all you can eat, and that was really, really nice.
Yeah.
That's my favourite. I think I would go there.
Yeah. What's next?
Well, lots, Simon. The Red Garter Saloon.
Like
Simon
it.
likes that. So yeah, that's the bar. So it's called the Regatta Saloon. That's actually next to the Chuckwagon Cafe, and I think the breakfast over spills into it, doesn't it? I think we saw some people
in the mornings. It does.
Yeah, through there. And just as a guide, you know, if you're thinking, you know, how much is a night out going to cost me, you're looking at about €15 for a alcoholic cocktail and about €8 for a pint of beer.
Yeah.
Which
because they do vary. That's why we're telling you that.
Again, I don't think it's that bad. I always, with the cocktails, I always try to choose whatever's going to come in the biggest glass. Make the most of it.
Well, you don't know sometimes. Well, they do usually have some pictures, but you get a pretty decent idea.
So yeah, that's really, we often go there, don't we? And sometimes they have music on, don't they?
Yeah, some like person playing some live music or a piano or something. So it's quite cool.
Yeah, like that.
Cool, yeah.
And there's also a Starbucks. So literally, just it's from the outside. It's the old bank, yeah. And you can actually enter it through the shop from inside.
Was it arcade?
It was an arcade, yeah. So right on the end. So if you were going to check in at reception, it's on the right hand side on the end, and and it's just, you know, got everything you could need. So again, I think lots of people actually pick up breakfast from there. Your brother and Kaylee do, don't they?
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of, you know, for coffee and a little cake or a croissant or something. Yeah. So it's, you know, you can kind of cater for whatever you want to spend, really.
Which was cheaper for them because it was, I don't know, all in all we paid, I think, just over €20, was it, one day?
Yeah, a day for like a drink for them all.
That was all their breakfast, so it was the price of one of our breakfasts.
There's also, just talking about breakfast, there's also McDonald's in the village where you can get breakfast, and also Earl of Sandwich. I think you can also get breakfast from Annette's Diner, but it's not till later, is it?
Later, yeah.
So, there's different options.
I've never tried that.
Park.
I can't.
No.
It's too late. You'll have to do it on your own one day to review it. You can vlog on your own.
I don't think it looked that good.
I don't think it did, from what I remember.
It didn't look as like an American themed as I'd, you know.
No, not that we know.
It wasn't Denny's.
A traditional, no.
We've been to America.
Oh, we've been into a Denny's once.
Yeah, in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
But yeah, we haven't been to Disney World. So we've got the meet and greet with Jessie and Woody. There's also a children's play area, which we didn't go to. I actually don't know where that is. We'll have to look on the map and point it out. I think it says you can explore the forts.
Oh, I didn't even know about that.
There's a children's play area, and seasonally there are pony rides.
Yes, that goes up the little track that you'll see in the middle.
And I think we've seen that happening before.
Have. Yeah, one time.
So yeah. So. Done the general store, done the Red Garter Saloon, done the Chuckwagon Cafe. Here's just a recap on the breakfast. So there's a wide range of sweet foods, pastries, bread rolls, yoghurt, cereal, fresh fruit, savoury food, cold meats, cheese, scrambled eggs, as well as fruit juices and hot beverages, and a range of alternatives for vegan guests to enjoy a full breakfast complete with plant-based milk alternatives. It's a great way to start the day. I did enjoy a bit of scrambled egg and salmon actually in the morning. I think it turned your mum's stomach. Also, they do say on the website that the restaurants and things do get booked up really quickly. So it says you can book on the Disneyland Paris app for up to 2 months ahead. Or you can book with your booking, because I think with breakfast you can just turn up and pay for breakfast on the day, can't you? We have done that at Santa Fe, but I just wouldn't want to do that and then turn up and they say, oh no, we're too full, you know. So there's always that risk. So if you really want to do something, just pre-book it on the
although I must say, the Cheyenne's probably the biggest breakfast area. Because you got the main bit that we would have seen in our clip. Quite big, but I think it would have seated as many people in our main bit.
Yes.
And then you got the back bit, which is a whole other restaurant, which is pretty much the same size as the main bit.
Oh yeah, there's
and
that
then
bit
it
further
overspills,
out,
as we said, into the bar area, which is, I don't know, only about 20 tables or something, but it's still all adds up. It's
I wonder what the
definitely
difference is
breakfast.
between those two hotels, as in like capacity, like amount of
Yeah, I don't
rooms
know.
and stuff. I don't know.
People are Googling
So the root and toot in rooms, as Disneyland Paris put it. So yes, like I said, there's the 3 different kind of rooms, and when you stay on site, you get the extra magic hour. So I would really advise you utilise that, wouldn't you?
it. Yeah, if you've got young kids, it's definitely the time to get into Fantasyland. Get all the rides that usually, especially Peter Pan, the main one, that's usually throughout the day, 45 minutes minimum. So, unless it's very, very quiet.
Also, I believe they do the magic hour now in the studio, so you could get on Web Slingers and Crusher's Coaster. And
Yeah, I think some of
Ratatouille.
those vary what opens. We've done it before. Sometimes Terror Tower's open, sometimes it hasn't been, but usually that's open as well.
Yeah, because sometimes you go in the main park and they don't open up Thunder Mountain, but then sometimes it has been open. So
Before, yeah, but there's always usually a rope drop now, isn't it? So it's usually just Buzz Lightyear sort of thing, Space Mountain, and basically Fantasyland.
I've actually not recently, on our recent trip, seen a physical rope drop.
We've not been there early enough.
That's true.
Right.
That is true. So you get the extra magic hour. There's free Wi-Fi, free luggage storage. So if you arrive before your room is ready, you can store your luggage there.
Yeah.
And then if you need to store it there the day that you leave, you can store it there as well. If you need to come back and you're getting a shuttle to the airport or something like that, or just you don't want to leave it in the car, you can leave it there and it's free. There's disabled guest access. I'll get what it says here. There's a laundromat.
Laundromat, they call it.
And there is a surcharge, so you do have to pay for that.
You do. There's 2 or 3 machines in there, I think.
Yeah. There's free parking, free shuttle bus to the parks. Oh, the shopping delivery service. We're going to talk about this a little bit in another video. But what you can do is in the parks, you can actually ask for them to send your goods back to the hotel. So they send it back to the shop at the hotel, and then you can pick it up from there later, which just saves you kind of carrying it around all day. So that's a really good service to kind of ask about if you're staying in the shops, especially if you pick up something kind of like a nice ornament, or sometimes it's one of those things where you want to get it, but then you don't want to carry it around all day, but then you're worried it's going to go, sell out. So just get it and get it sent back, and that's a free service, completely free.
There is a few restrictions on that, but we'll go into that in another video, I think.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because before we've been told
that
that there's...
spend of £50.
Yeah, but then I swear on one of our shops we didn't spend £50 and had it sent back. So I think we just need to clarify that, and then we'll clarify it in, we're going to do a tips and tricks video, so we'll clarify that and then put that in that video, because also I think there might be a cut-off time, like you might have to do it before a certain time for it to go back that day. And then it also says there's babysitting services that you can pay for as well. Yeah, so like next time I want to leave you on your own, I'll get you a babysitter.
Is it Woody and Jessie?
That'd be funny if they dressed up as a character. I don't think so. So that's it really. So that's kind of, does that cover all the facilities, do you think?
I think so.
And it's just really lovely sort of themed, isn't it? And a really nice hotel to be in.
We're a bit biased because we love the cowboy
theme.
western,
Yeah.
foresty. We can include Sequoia Lodge.
Yeah.
Basically,
I
most of our favourite things in that.
I think they're just cosy.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
I think one of the reasons why maybe we haven't stayed at Newport Bay is the fact that it's just a little bit like, well, it's nautical, which is fine, but it just seems a bit like white and kind of, I don't know, like too crisp.
Clean and fresh.
And we're not clean and fresh.
No, we're dirty.
Yeah, no, I think it's that
you know what I mean,
cosy vibe that we kind of tend to go for. We love Davy Crockett, again, that's really cosy and lovely.
Yeah.
And again, that's that kind of wilderness theme. Yet we're not the type of people that are always off romping in the woods, or
No.
Oh, that's so
And if you saw the rest of our room that you can see behind it, it's all white. Like.
Yeah, our house is white and grey, crisp and clean, and Maybe that's why we
Maybe.
we want to stay somewhere that's cosy. Yes, that's it. So, did you want to jump to ratings?
Okay. What's the first?
Resort theming.
Resort theming. Well, it's always very good. Wherever you go, really. It's definitely one of the better ones. Because even all the chalets, they've got the names of the Western characters and things, haven't they?
Mm-hmm. And all the rooms have been, I think over the last 10 years, I think they've all been refurbed.
Well,
so,
yeah.
you know, like the mirrors are like horseshoe shape,
Yeah, it all changed
the lamps is Woody's.
Can't remember when they exactly started that. Maybe not nearly 10 years, but it's pretty close.
Yeah.
But it's all good. You've got a UK
started.
socket underneath on the desk as well,
Yeah,
and some USB
USBs.
sockets. So I think it's the only one that's all modern like that.
Yeah,
Unless
it's a bit more modern.
unless the Art of Marvel is.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know about any of those rooms. I doubt I never will either.
Not necessarily.
Try and go on a budget. Yeah.
You know, if we book now for like next summer, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, so resort theming out of 10.
I can't complain. So I'd say 9 again. I think that's what I did last time. Nothing's perfect. There's things you could probably pick at. 9.
I feel like I'd go 10.
Okay.
I just think it's
10.
pretty bang on, really. Resort amenities.
Again, it's one with quite a few things to do.
Yeah, I think you've got the restaurant, the bar, the Starbucks, the shop. There's like in the reception area. There's an area for kids to kind of sit and colour in and. No, the play area's outside.
Oh, okay.
There's evidently a play area.
Yeah.
Pony rides. There's nowhere else you're going to get a pony ride.
No, that is true. So yeah, depending on what time of year you go, it's very good.
I mean, I think some of the places in the the higher level hotels are probably just going to be that little bit more kind of updated. So maybe for that reason I'd probably go like a 9. I think it's got everything, but maybe could do with a bit of a spruce up.
Yeah.
Yeah? 9 then. Value for money.
Again, time of year you go.
I recently found a bill. I was doing my scrapbooking and I found a bill. We did 2 nights, €140.
Yeah.
€70 a night.
That's when you used to get a deal on your on your Infinity Pass as well. That was probably about the same time of year as well, wasn't it?
It was November.
Oh, November.
So it's Christmas, around Christmas time.
Oh, that's when we went Christmas.
Yeah.
So at the end of November, we stayed 2 nights.
For 140, well, from pounds or euros, but yeah.
What's COVID done?
Well, and Brexit. Value for we're not political this channel, so we'll move on. So value for money, I think it is quite good value for money.
One.
But now, because they've all gone up.
They're always, as I said, always one of the cheapest. They can be more expensive than Sequoia and Newport sometimes, because weirdly enough, Sequoia, Newport, Santa Fe and Cheyenne, they're the ones that always kind of vary. And Art of Marvel and Disney Hotel once
now
that's
like kind of
they're going to be
they're in a league of their own, aren't they? I think Newport Bay and it's still like classed as a 4-star.
But I would say anyway. Yeah, they are.
Value for money.
Value for money. I'd say an 8.
Yeah, I think an 8.
Yeah, it is good, but let's be honest, Disney's still pretty expensive. I know it's Disney. You've got to expect
I mean,
it,
also the thing is, and I guess it's different, and I think it's different in like European countries, but comparing Cheyenne and also Santa Fe and Sequoia to the partner hotels, you don't get a fridge in your room, you don't get any tea or coffee making facilities, which I guess we just take as, well, I suppose not many places in the UK you probably have a fridge. Well, you do have mini bars and stuff, don't you? So
sometimes, yeah.
But you don't generally have tea and coffee facilities, even in Holiday Inns and Premier Inns. So I'd kind of just even when we stayed at Magic Circus, which isn't one of the partner hotels anymore, but it was. You got tea, tea, coffee sachets, milk, and hot water, and I just took my own coffee and tea as well, so we had more, and there was a fridge, yeah. So now we bought a little fridge, didn't we, that plugs into the car, and we take that in with us.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just, I think, just those little added facilities would be nice. You do get a token for every night you stay. You get a token to get a drink out of the hot drinks machine.
Yeah. So you 1 free drink a day.
But it's like a shot. A shot of hot chocolate.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we went 8 for value of money, didn't we?
Yeah.
So overall experience.
I'd just go to a 9 again.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I still do like it, obviously. We can't help how much it is.
I think I would go 10. I'm not gonna. I can't really fault it. I wouldn't say, oh no, I'm not going there.
Oh no.
So
Definitely not. I don't think I would any. It all varies on price, but because they tend to be cheaper ones all the time, we just go there most.
Yeah. I think we would go there over Santa Fe because we're not. I mean, I liked it. We've stayed there twice, haven't we? We're just not overly like, we like Cars the movie, but we just like the cowboy theme more. If it was more affordable, we'd probably go to Sequoia Lodge, wouldn't we? Maybe over Cheyenne, and then I don't know where else we'd go because we haven't been anywhere else. But yeah, so. But we're going to try and explore more, aren't we?
Definitely.
We've stayed in a few of the hotels on the outskirts, and we're trying a different one next time as well. So we'll show you our kind of review of that and what that's like. We're trying to go on a budget trip this time.
Yes, just coming up soon.
So I think
I think that will conclude this video. Anything else to add?
No, I think I'm all out of bullet points.
Okay.
I'm all out of quotes from the Disneyland website. But thanks for watching.
Yes, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one.
Oh, hang on. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you'd like to see more content. Disney vlogs, Disney hauls,
That's
Primark,
true, actually.
Disney.
It reminds me, there's like 350, I know we're not huge, 350 like returning viewers, but only 140 subscribers.
Please subscribe.
So give us a subscribe.
It really helps, yeah. But thanks a lot.
And
Bye.
see you soon.
Bye.